Welcome back to Games Revealed. I'm James Als the Brink, and today I have for you some spicy little deals. And yes, it is that season again. It is open season for the games of Black Friday. Well, we're going to be going over more of the hardware. I'll throw some games in here too eventually, but there's some good hardware deals going on. And I just want to preface this for you that these deals are probably the same price that these products were 10 months ago before the tariffs really hit. These are pre-tariff prices, so don't expect them to look amazing this year, but also don't expect things to go down next year or even to be available. So this is kind of an important time to stock up on some stuff that you might need. Let's say you haven't upgraded in 7 years and you want a new graphics card. I have that on this list. If you want to get a little bit more storage for your Steam Deck, I have it on the list. I have PC gaming. Hey, I have something for camping. I have just anything that any type of gamer will probably need at one point, including if you want to start streaming. I have a couple of things on there. They're deals for products that I've either tried or have looked into extensively. And if there's something you don't like on here, or if there's something I should add to this, because this is a website that I'm going to be kind of showcasing today, and you can go back to it and see throughout the next week if I add more deals to it. I'll try to add notes too to say, hey, this is the newer stuff, and this will be kind of an active website for the next week. So just know that if you're watching this, let's say before Black Friday, that these deals are going on right now because that's how Amazon works, and then probably go until Cyber Monday. So let's get started on some of these deals. If you have some extra cash and you want to feel a little cozy for 2026 and maybe 2027 until some new stuff drops, then here it is. Let's get into it. Some monitors. I do like the Asus ROG Swift 32-inch OLED monitor. I have tested it out, and it's definitely one that I would potentially pick up. This or the LG ultra wide curved monitor that I think is beautiful. It is $1,500. It is not on a Black Friday sale, at least on Amazon, but you could probably get it on sale at Best Buy. I've seen it on and off on sale there. So I also think that this Alienware 34-inch curved gaming monitor is pretty nice. I've had one similar. It was a little different, but I really liked it. And so for gaming, this is really good. If you want a 4K experience, this isn't going to be for you, but for a lot of people, 1440p is perfect for them. And because of how wide it is, you really get a good cinematic experience with it. So I definitely recommend this, especially for, $270. I don't think it's a bad little deal. Honestly, I like Alienware monitors quite a bit. They're Dell made. Obviously, Alienware is owned by Dell. Mice. Logitech and Razer have been the ones that I've loved the most. There's some new contenders out there from Corsair and some other companies, but these have been my tried and true mice for years. I've switched between both. Right now I'm rocking a Logitech, and it's this G502 version actually. I really like it. I have it right here. It just fits perfect in my hand. I do have another mouse later on in the Steam Deck section that is more for portable gaming. Then the Razer Basilisk is another one I've tried before in the past. This one's a wired one, and I went with this because it's $30. You're not going to go wrong with this device. In fact, I just don't know if they're going to be able to get much better with mice. Unless you're a competitive gamer, you're not going to be able to tell the difference really, even probably between these two in a lot of ways. And then keyboards wise, I've had great luck with Corsair in the past. The only reason I'm not rocking a Corsair right now is because I have the 8-bit Do. It's the Nintendo kind of style one, which I do have one on here. I have some fancier stuff in here and these are keyboards that I've either owned or I've liked in the past. And they don't have my specific retro keyboard available right now, but they have this different type of retro that's almost like a Mac version or an Atari version. Then we get into headsets. There's the best one that's recommended. It's so expensive. I would probably go with something like the HyperX or the Razer. I mean, this is $32 for this Razer plug-in one, and it's going to be decent enough. The biggest difference you're going to get is if you care about bass, you're not going to get as good a bass in these, but they're going to work out for most cases. I have some NAS in here. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but there's some good deals on the NAS. Video cards. I'm sure everyone's kind of worried about maybe getting a video card before the VRAM wars can escalate. Right now, VRAM, video RAM, that goes in these cards are becoming more and more difficult to get for like NVIDIA, or they're over consuming it essentially. And so in the AI field, it requires a lot of VRAM specifically to hold the models. And that's why, honestly, that's one of the reasons why I think our graphics cards have gone up in price over the years. And then on top of that, they're going to become more scarce potentially. So there's a good chance 2026 is going to have no cards, but that is rumors at this point. Does not mean you should go and buy it. So at the bare minimum, I just recommend maybe checking them out. And if you need a new graphics card, pick it up or just wait for the Steam machine. I'm sure you'll be able to pick one up sometime in 2026. If you really need that, like if you have that old of a system, but these are still good. Like honestly, the 5080s got my eye a little bit. It's still pricey, but I think you save about $200 on this. Most of these cards, you save around $100 to $300, I believe, between these cards. So I got a 5080, I got a 5060, and I got a 5070. And it really just go within your price range, because with the DLSS that they have and with some of the other tech with these 5000 series, you're going to be able to play most games, at least medium and decent. It's going to be looking good, guys. So I fret it too much and don't break the bank on it. Now going into your handhelds and Steam Deck, so that Steam machine especially, you'll be able to share SD cards between the Steam machine and the Steam Deck. We have SD cards that are coming in at a pretty good price, $32 for the 512 gigabyte. And I have multiple of the Samsung Evo Select. I really like it. The Evo Pro is nice too, but it's a little overkill for the Steam Deck. Same thing with this 1 terabyte for $79.99. It's an okay price. It's been priced, I believe, this before in the past, but it's still definitely worth it if you're wanting that just extra. Honestly, a terabyte is really nice for your larger games like Call of Duties and stuff like that, if you want to have multiple of those on this card. And then if we mosey on down to D brand, they have a sale going on. They have anywhere from, I think, 10, 15, 25% off on skins and everything else. So you can go over there. But I will say the kill switch is one of my favorite accessories for the Steam Deck. It is by far my favorite one. I don't have one yet for the Legion Go 2 because they don't make one. I'm going to request that they hopefully make one, but because they can make a Switch 2 one, which the Switch 2 has a kickstand, has detachable controllers. I would assume they'd be able to make one for the Lego 2, but yeah, nothing yet. But if you have a Steam Deck, if you have an Xbox Ally X or Ally, or just an Ally or Switch 2, they have kill switches for them. And honestly, especially if you travel even like once or twice a year, especially flying, they're perfect because you can just take them out of your backpack. If you need to just put it onto a tray before going through TSA, it's really nice. TSA is not requiring it as many places now to remove devices, but if you do, I've had zero issues with my stuff getting scratched. And then we mosey on over to the docks. They're pretty much a dime a dozen. And so really just go for the brand or the ports that you need. Like this one has all type A ports plus an Ethernet, and then has HDMI, which is nice. Then you got Ugreens, which is a foldable portable, and it has a USB-C port that is 10 gigabytes, which is nice. It's got the Ethernet. It's pretty much got everything that the other one has plus a USB-C. And then you get the Ivanki, however you pronounce it, and it's just a little bit cheaper. It's still very similar to the JSOX one. The JSOX is probably the brand I've tested the most and has worked great. Ugreen is also one of my favorite brands, and I've worked with them in the past affiliate-wise, so, and reviewing and everything. Then we get into upgrades. Your let's say your Steam Deck's a little bit full. You can't fit too many games on your device these days. You can get yourself a 2 terabyte Crucial 2230 SSD for $129, which is honestly, I think, pretty good deal. This is definitely a lot cheaper than it was a few years ago when they first came out. Like, it used to be a novel thing to have a 2 terabyte. I have a 2 terabyte in mine. I love it. Honestly, I don't really use the SD cards as much. And so I definitely recommend, if you play your Steam Deck a lot, or any device that can utilize the 2230, which a lot of devices actually can. But if you have an Xbox Ally, or you have the Legion Go 2, or some other device that allows for the 2280 size, which you can tell it's longer, you're going to get a better price to storage ratio. So you can get 4 terabytes, which I am rocking this one right here. I'm rocking Digital Black SN7100 in my Legion Go 2, and I have it split up between Windows and Bazite, and I'm loving it. And it's the 4 terabyte one. This is a Black Friday sale, and honestly, you're not going to see it much cheaper than like $300. So at this price range, like the $329, it's a decent deal for this for 4 terabyte. If you just run one operating system off this, that 4 terabyte will probably be all you really need for a really long time. Unless you like to switch games around a lot, but then I recommend just maybe beating some and then clearing them off, then downloading the next one. Then we've got mice. This is the one I recommend for the Steam Deck and for other portable devices. It's one I carry with me for whether it be my MacBook, my other devices, and it has a little dongle in it. 2.4 gigahertz dongle, and then you can also connect it via Bluetooth. So it's nice that you have both those options, and I can switch between 2 different computers by just switching that. I like it a lot, and it's $29.99, which is a screaming good deal for this. Streaming, if you're wanting to become a streamer, I do stream somewhat on my Twitch channel, and I actually do enjoy it. I like chatting with everyone, and so it's nice little, even if you don't want to do it as like a career, it's nice to sit down and chat with people while you do stuff. And so grabbing some of this tech right here can definitely help. Now, I will say the only things that are really required is like a good mic and camera, which I do have on here. The Elgato Stream Deck Plus, like this thing, is very nice, but you'll find yourself maybe sometimes using it, sometimes not using it. And then if you plan on playing on a different device and wanting to like save, let's say a PlayStation 5, or you have another computer you want to stream into another computer so you don't hurt your performance, this Elgato HD60 is a pretty nice little device. There are better ones, but this one's pretty decent because it's 1080p by 60 frames, and that's about all you really need. And then it's got a pass-through for 4K. This Shure is like the #1 brand that a lot of streamers and content creators like. I have a Rode right here, but they don't have any Black Friday deals yet. So if they do pop up with one here, my favorite mic is the Rode, partially because it's usually $100 to $200 cheaper, but this one's at $269 right now, so it's not too bad. It's about $40 off what it typically is. Camera-wise, I haven't tried this one, but I've heard really good things about it. That being said, the one I use, I'm just not going to throw it in here because it is like $600-700. I invested in it a long time ago, and it is really good. It's the DLSR camera. It has its own issues, and so this is definitely a plug and play. You'll do fine as long as you have good lighting. Also, a little secret, maybe you can come back here later, I'll have a home lab set up here too. Some stuff that you can get to start your home lab that is on sale. I've already started doing the research, but I haven't finished it out. And then the situational deal. And the situational one is, I probably will add 1 or 2 more sections to this, but let's say your power goes out for half a day, which has happened to me once or twice in my life, maybe even once or twice in the past decade. And having something like this to where, let's say it's your day off, it's Saturday, and it happens. And that's going to suck. You're going to have to go out and touch grass, and we don't want to touch grass. We want to, maybe you could take this out there and touch grass and play some Steam Deck, but you could also take this camping, and you can use it for a lot of different things camping, but you can get that Steam machine and take yourself a projector and play some creepy games in the woods. There's nothing scarier than that. So there's that option. Now, that's what I have for today. I will have more stuff in this article. It's going to be kind of a live article over the next week, so just keep an eye out for it. If you have anything that you recommend, any deals that you think are awesome, it can be from Amazon, it can be from Best Buy, from anywhere else. Just let me know. I just chose Amazon because it's the one I'm affiliated with. They make it the easiest one for me to affiliate with. I do like Best Buy, so throw me Best Buy links also. And let me know any good deals that you see, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Also, if you do like the video, please like it. It helps a lot. If you don't, you can always dislike it too. But I'd like a reason maybe, and be a little generous, a little kind in the comment section. Constructive criticism is appreciated. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Later.